All right, all right. Welcome to Hawtars Chronicles, where we go on this journey together, experience life. And right now, we're talking about different guns and different things about guns and things of that nature. Because it's not just about the gun itself, which is very important, but in order to make it user friendly and everyday carry and all easy accessible if needed or whatever, all of the accessories that go along with it, right? So this is a holster that I bought, right? Again, I get no commission, so it's not about me advertising. I'm just showing you from my journey, right? I bought this I didn't buy this for my Glock, but at the same time, I did buy this holster for my 380. And it's made to stick up against your body, your sweat, and it sticks. Sometimes it sticks, but guess what? Any movement, any whatever slight, not against your belt or something, pressing against it, it starts to slide up and down. It falls right down to your leg. Again, this is just me talking about my experience, and we can journey this together. So as you get ready to make your purchases and what you would need, you can say, maybe not, or maybe you won't have to not spend your money on certain things, right? Now, when I bought my Glock, I had a different holster, and I bought it, like I said, from Stoddards, and I didn't have a light on, didn't have a optic on it, so it was a different type of holster. Still same type of casing, like so. But it didn't have this on it. It was more of a clamp base on it. And so I was just using it because I needed to have a holster. So, and it was about $50 or so inside of Stoddards. Again, not getting any commission, not trying to advertise anything like that, but just wanted you to know what I did and know my experience so you can see what's up. Now, as you do add other things on it to your Glock or any weapon, you have to change the holster. And because, as you can see, it's already outlined for the light, and also have clearance for your optic. Now, I want to make sure we always highlight safety. As you can see, it's empty, and there's nothing here inside of the magazine area, and nothing also in the chamber. So you can see that is a free and clear weapon, so you can just see. So just want to make sure you see that. So it's a totally free and clear weapon here. So I want to make sure I highlight that. But what I wanted to show you as well is that how easily it fits in. And there's so many different brands, so many this and that. Man, we can spend all day on just holsters. But what I do like about it is this holster, and many do it, is that it actually protects the trigger. So you cannot access it by grabbing it, cannot pull it out and access the trigger. So it has to come all the way out in order for you to do it, okay? So that's one good thing I like about it. The other good thing I like about it is here, these screws here are to deal with the retention, how tight it is to pull it out, right? So it's how tight it is. So the tighter it is, the closer or a lot more locked in it is, and make it tougher to pull out. Now I like here the way it is already. It's great here. Now I had a clamp mechanism on it, and there's some different type of carriers and different type of tools that go ahead and make this a little easier to carry on different type of clothing. All right, so you may be wearing a belt, and a clamp works perfectly. And I have one, I just didn't bring it this time, and I'll maybe do another video on just that clamp mechanism. But that clamp just goes right on the outside of the belt. Just, it clamps right on to the belt. So let's show you here, just clamp it right on to the belt. Now, just that simple, it'll clamp on, without a problem, right? But what happens if you're not wearing a belt that particular day? What happens if you're wearing jogging pants or shorts or something that doesn't have a belt loops for a belt? So I was like, what do you do? And there's other options out there. There's I forgot the name of the clip. But guess what? I didn't really like it that much, right? It didn't do enough holding it in place for me. So I bought this one here. Again, Alias, I forgot the company that made it, but bottom line is it works as well. However, these clamps here, sometimes depending on the fabric or whatever, may clamp down too tight and it may tear the clothes. And sometimes this OT clip here, pulling it off is a little tight, right? But it's made that way on purpose so it can clamp in and not move as you're moving and jumping around or riding a bike or exercising or whatever, and you can still carry. Now, what I like about this, again, this is a clear weapon here, is that it fits right into the slot here. So it goes right here. And you can buy these clips separately and put them on different things so you can go to belt and all of that. And what I like about it is just to release this here and it allows you to take the entire holster out and put it onto the one for the belt. Let me show what this one is. It's just the same clip, but instead of mounted on this bracket here, you can just go ahead, take it, and I use this every day, so that's why, and I had to get the right size for it, and it just slides, it slides right on through here. See it? And clamps down. And yes, I use this every day, so you can see it's used. And then this, some people may carry it different ways. And this right here, so you can see the same clip mechanism, clips right in, and you just clip right in, and you can't get it out. The only way you can get out is by this little button here. Slide it, it releases the mechanism. So see how these little grooves here lock into the mechanism inside here, slides right in, can't get it out, slide off by just pulling this little button here, okay? Now, that's just one way of doing it. Now, obviously, I'm right-handed, so this is made for the right hand in waist bound type situation. They're outside of waist. There's some for the leg. There's some different type of holsters for your under the shoulder or below the small of your back. So there's all types of holsters, right? There's for left hand. So everything I just described for right hand, there's the same thing for the left hand. So I just wanted you to have the opportunity to see how this holster in particular works for me. Yes, I like it. Again, I'm not advertising for anybody, no anything. I don't get any commission, anything like that. That's just what I use. And if there's something better, please feel free to let me know. Place it down in the comments. Talk about it so that I can then try it and say, hey, let's try this one and let's use it. And if it's beneficial, then I'll share it and let's make it happen. Or even if it's not, just a quick review so that while you're making a decision on what you're going to do, what you need to get, all of those type of things, that's what I have. Now, it's very important. Now, obviously, when you talk about concealed carrying and all of that, you got to know the laws in your state, what it requires, so that you won't get in any trouble. So we don't want that. So you got to make sure you understand exactly what your state requires. But nevertheless, this is a great way of concealing. Now, I have mine. I do mine on my side. I do it at basically the 3:30, 4 o'clock placement. Okay. All right, at the front is 12, then is about a little bit behind my hip. Some people do appendix carry, okay? And that has a lot of times a different type of holster as well, different type of requirement. But just a quick understanding to let you know what's going on. Let me know your thoughts. If you like it, please like us, share us, and subscribe, okay? Thank you so much. Have a great day, and thank you for coming to Hot Toys Chronicles.